So, another nutritional myth, or not a myth really, because when it comes to things like meat and milk, dairy, cheese and stuff, I think that people have an agenda often when criticizing meat and milk. It's often like, oh, you will get osteoporosis from eating those. And well, you will if you don't know what you are doing. If you eat the traditional way, you will be healthy from it. But when it comes to coffee and caffeine, I don't think it's about agendas. I think it's myths stemming from misunderstandings. Because a lot of people can find studies where they show that coffee can lead to hypertension, heart palpitations, cold sweats, and a lot of nasty things, and it can also protect against impotence and Alzheimer's and a lot of other stuff. You can find that information on PubMed and such places, and you can read all about the health stuff, and then you find out that well, coffee can boost your fat burning, and this is where it gets fishy, because then you see that okay, coffee and caffeine helps with fat burning, and it protects against several degenerative diseases, and it even protects against all causes mortality. However, it also does a lot of bad things, and you get the idea that something is off here, and well, it is. For a long time I was unable to drink even strong black tea. And it was strange to me, because sometimes I could drink a lot of it, and sometimes I got jittery as fuck and cold, like being under severe stress, like being in danger or something. And then, a little more than 4 years ago, I stumbled across an article written by Dr. Raymond Peat. And as I were at university at that time, I was able to check up the references and read the studies, and then I got the information that, well, seems like caffeine lowers blood sugar. And that can explain basically all of the bad effects of caffeine. Because if the blood sugar gets really low, some of your organs can't run on fat. So your body will go into a sort of panic state from not having enough blood sugar, and that panic state will be caused by adrenaline, and that adrenaline is secreted in your body to bring forth blood sugar from muscle, or even to break down tissues and using them for energy. So it's not strange how I was able to drink caffeinated beverages sometimes and not get any bad symptoms, because I had a lot of sugar in tea sometimes and didn't feel anything. So I tried drinking basically, I don't know, for your Americans and Canadians, I have tried the type of coffee most of you drink, and it's weak as hell. I mean, you need to make that coffee like 5 times as strong in order for it to taste like something like what Swedes, Turks, and Dutch people and Italians drink in Europe. if I remember correctly, Finns, Turks and Swedes are the most extreme coffee drinkers. So back to the point. I was able to do an experiment where I tried to drink the equivalent of over 7 big Swedish cups of strong coffee. Not an exact number in a way, but I basically calculated that this is more than twice what the average Swedish coffee drinker drinks in a day, and I will drink it just before bedtime. So I just drank all of it and supplemented with a lot of sugar, and I was able to sleep because my blood sugar was steady. Now, if I had eaten that much sugar without the coffee, that sugar would probably have turned, some of it would likely have turned into fat. But as coffee increases the body's use of sugars, you see the thing here, if you are afraid of sugar, you can, and you're afraid of caffeine. If you combine the two, they will complement each other in a very good way. So there's not much reason to fear caffeine, and combine it with sugar, and you can eat some cookies maybe. And of course, you can drink coffee with meals as long as there's some carbs in that meal. Some people do that thing nowadays when they take like weak American coffee and put coconut oil or butter in it. That will have some benefit and will null some of the bad effects of drinking coffee without carbs, for sure, because the stomach will empty at a slower rate. So you won't get as much caffeine into your system at one point doing that. Although you will still likely run out of blood sugar if you're not supplying any more carbs into your body. Well, so there you have it. If you look at how Europeans drink coffee, it's usually up after a meal or with sweets, like the Swedish tradition of having like a sweet snack with coffee. We call this a fika, and this is how people used to drink coffee and still drink coffee, and few people in Sweden seem to get bad effects of really strong coffee. So that you have it, there you have it. This is also why a lot of people can drink a lot of energy drinks without suffering bad effects, because for some people there's enough sugar in an energy drink for replacing the blood sugar. So there we have it. It looks like a big